On March 25th, Grant Slatton posted a photo of him, his wife, and his dog together on a beach. And next to the photo is one in the style of Studio Ghibli. Initially, I assumed the best. Grant, being a fan of the art style, made it himself and wanted to share with the world. Oh, cool, I thought innocently. I then looked at the next post, and the next post, and the next post, and then... This has been a feeling I've had for a while. I don't think I'm being brave or controversial when I say I don't like AI. But if I am, I'm anticipating several medals for my bravery in the mail anytime now. I understand that AI is inevitable, and that it can do amazing things such as help me make spreadsheets, help me generate, what other cool things does it do? Templates, formatting, help me do the tedious tasks that otherwise would take me hours to do. What bothers me is when it's used solely for the generation of content. But everywhere I look, I see people embracing AI. Like it's the one trick to get you 100 million, billion, trillion views and subscribers, and mom might be really proud of you. She'll put it on the fridge and get you McDonald's if you ask her nicely. This is on to me. Sam Altman, a guy who looks like he doesn't have a creative bone in his body, clearly likes Studio Ghibli, or at least understands why it's important that people like it and respect it. So you put it in your AI algorithm. But you do realize who you're doing this to, right? Hayao Miyazaki, a guy who painstakingly drew every frame by hand with his studio. So your idea of showing your appreciation to this man is by stealing it and poorly emulating it so that others can use it and ruin my perfectly fucked up Twitter feed. So why AI? I'm genuinely curious. I'm curious. I don't understand. Why instead of doing it yourself, you let the funny machine do it for you? So let's see what a bunch of AI gurus think about it, yeah? As the great Ludwig would say, bigger number, better person. So let's listen to what the goats have to say. Links in the description for full transparency. Do not harass these people. That's cringe. Even if you believe what they're doing is bad and wrong and you feel dumb for doing it, they're still human like you and I. And harassing someone because you disagree with them is equally as cringe. So don't. The first one I looked into was VMake AI. Goodbye, CapCut! VMake is here to look cool on your grave. So, CapCut is a pretty good competitor to both Adobe and DaVinci Resolve. In fact, if I was starting over, I would be using CapCut. But VMake is saying it's better. Let's see why.
Hey!
What editing app do you use?
I get this question a lot, especially now that CapCut might be getting banned.
Hold on real quick. I actually don't know if CapCut's banned. Is CapCut banned? Okay, so it looks like I can get CapCut on my phone here, and it looks like it might only just be banned in America. So, Canadians stay winning once again.
VMake is an editing app that specializes in captions. So for talking videos like this...
Just real quick. Every video software specializes in talking videos. That's the bare bones.
The app can do most of the editing for you. In fact, I haven't done any editing for this segment. All of the effects, everything is AI. It's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed. It just added a bunch of random effects everywhere and hope for the best. It clearly thinks you're revealing something, but like you're not. You're just talking about how it has AI editing. I guess if I wanted my audience to be confused, I guess I would do that. Other features I saw were enhancing videos, so from low quality to 4K, which is the equivalent of putting a Snapchat filter on and high-fiving yourself. And the other feature I saw was AI background removal, which at a surface level is fine. Fantastic even. But other programs do that. After Effects literally has you brush it out yourself with a literal paintbrush. So you remove the pieces out that you want. There's even a script that removes it for you for a price on a scripting site. If you know what you're doing, you can correct it and then cut out the way you want it to be cut. It's not that hard. I don't see a feature where you can do it yourself. I guess it assumes. But it doesn't look like I can fix it myself. But I guess you could go to another editing software and cut it out there and fix it in post. But what's the point in doing it on your page? Kind of defeating the purpose. Now, I like games, and I'm guessing you do too. I absolutely love getting into a game with a rich story, from single player, and even shooting the shit with my friends.
running me over. What's the
Wait.
Wait.
Okay.
But I do want to make a video game one day. I think that'd be really fun. Even a fun creative project like that would be great. But how can I do that? Enter Google DeepMind.
Google DeepMind, and they are demonstrating how you can use simple text prompts to create entire playable worlds. This model is particularly interesting because it's not just human characters that you can create games for. You can also create games with vehicles or even first-person shooters. Here is an example of a driving game, and it's quite simply astounding.
Is it? The car is going what appears to be up a mountain in Skyrim. The volcano that you've shown in the beginning of the video, what appears to be very far away and exciting, is literally right next to us. The next example you gave, the AI doesn't even know what to make your character, so it made a blob of clay. And one of the last examples you gave was a Metal Gear lookalike of AI being consistent. But I literally see it fidgeting like it also doesn't want to be there.
Some of the interesting moments from this model are the 3 outtakes that they show us at the end of this paper, and I particularly want to draw your attention to this one, which is where the AI, for no reason at all, without being asked to, generates a ghost in this garden, and you can see this ghostly ethereal figure walking into the screen and then disappearing. And that is simply coming from the imagination of the AI.
This genuinely made me laugh out loud when I originally saw this. It's embarrassing. You also don't know, which is why you're trying to sell it to me like it's some snake oil. You know what I like doing in my snowboarding games? Not snowboarding. Personally, I like running up the hill only to sink to the ground and then ascend like a higher being. What I noticed in these demonstrations is that there's no gameplay, just speculation. I thought the point of the resource was to make a game. Now, credit where credit's due. There's some other software later where you can make a game within a game. Innovative. You know what else does that? Roblox and Minecraft. And if you don't want to develop in those games, why not install the Unreal Engine that's in the Epic Games Launcher? Or use Blender, a free-to-use software with a bunch of community tutorials that are easy to follow.
Across the monkey. So it's now currently being lit by this lamp.
Blender Guru, please. My Blender crashed. Oh, thank God I'm here. Plus, you'll even learn how to solve your own problems and even how the models work. What happens when the AI makes an error and it breaks itself? What are you gonna do? Ask Gronk? It can't help you. It's too busy trying to help Elon avoid paying child support. Okay, that kind of hurt my brain a little bit. I kind of want to just listen to some tunes. We like music, right? Personally speaking, when I work on videos like this, I like listening to instrumentals and lo-fis. GGG, or 3Gs to say the same thing, but stupidly, is an AI content creator that generates AI-generated lo-fi music. Originally, I thought I was an anonymous user making white noise lo-fi with funny names like Honey. Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it? Like HNY. I don't think it's a sofa. When I found out it wasn't made by a human, I was disappointed, which led me to Marie K AI. Music industry just changed. Yeah, I guess. Kevin here goes into detail about how it works, and it seems pretty easy. Take someone else's work that you do not own, put it into the webpage. If you're uncreative like Kevin, you can ask the AI very nicely to do it for you by giving it prompts like break free or creatively bankrupt. And once you hit render, you can sit back and enjoy your masterpiece that you worked hard on.
Pacing back and forth across the room. Same four walls I've seen 1,000 times. Then something shifts, a tiny spark. I feel it coming on. Eureka, eureka. Everything unlocks, everything unblocks. Eureka, eureka. What was chaos turned to clarity. Eureka, eureka. Freedom rushing over me. Eureka, eureka. I'm finally free.
Holy shit, this is ass. I don't know about anyone else, but the moment I get the idea that this is simply made by AI, I am disinterested and very bluntly disappointed. Not everyone can make art. That's what makes it beautiful. It took someone weeks, months, and years to not only study the concept, but to then deliver it. Asmongold, who I know doesn't have a creative bone in his body, announces to his chat, along with several cockroaches either in or around his shirt, that
Now, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to have any jobs pretty soon. Like, I would definitely say, like, you are an artist. This has been a really bad week for you. And I want to promise you that it's going to get worse. Okay? And focus, like, go be a plumber or something like that, right?
are they? Because time and time again, I have seen AI poorly emulate what a human can do actually. Some people are so talented that are even using examples of AI superiority only to be ratioed to the ground. The content that AI makes gets basic shit wrong consistently. Like assuming that everyone in face wants to point at themselves and one dude praising them back next to Amish banks. Even the content Asmongold is watching is made up of two popular pieces of media mushed together horribly. Look at it. They don't even have their lips synced to fucking together. And he still has the audacity to call it cinema. At what point, as a creator, do you look at your half-assed dog shit sentence that your English teacher in 4th grade would give you an F for? Do you see you're no longer being a creator, instead of just pressing the funny generate button and uploading whatever Sam Altman's GPU spits out? Being a creator is considered many people's dream job, according to the first link on Google that proved my point. So instead of doing the work yourself, you let AI do it for you, like it's some get-rich-quick scheme. The reason why you like the art isn't because of the pretty pictures, but because it was made by a human. Someone who lived on this earth that felt compelled to create, tell you a story to make you laugh and cry and to think about something. In 2013, Hayao Miyazaki made The Wind Rises, one of my favorite movies of all time. And in the movie, there is a moving crowd that's there for roughly 4 seconds. That scene took 1 year and 3 months to make. And roughly 4 years later, Miyazaki was introduced to AI, proposed to him as a machine that can draw pictures like humans do. After seeing a demonstration of a humanoid model, unable to properly move, and just crawled on the ground because the AI made the moving point its head. The demonstrator hastily commenting speculations to keep the presentation positive, speculating that the model has no sense of pain, no idea that the head is important, and suggests this can be good for a zombie game. Miyazaki paused. This reminded him of a friend he had growing up with a disability. Couldn't walk or high-five without feeling pain. And then he responded, "Whoever made it gives no thought to pain. It's very unpleasant. You can make horrible things if you want, but I want nothing to do with it. It's an awful insult to life." The point of art isn't for it to be done quickly or to make money, but to express the human condition. Oh, but it'll take me time and effort. Okay, so just learn now. When I first started making videos, I was bad at it. And arguably, I still am. I first started using an app called Filmora. It was a bare-bones editing software with microtransactions on the side. And then I finally bit the bullet in 2021, buying the Adobe Suite and uploading my first video essay. And slowly but surely, I dove into learning everything it has to offer. Are my videos good? No, like 60% of them are bad and unwatchable. But they're my bad unwatchable videos that I made, and you or anyone else can't take that away from me. You clearly want to be talented. You clearly want to put content out there for people to see and to be amazed by, that you must be gifted and talented. So why the fuck are you using AI to rob yourself of that? Of receiving authentic compliments without the asterisks behind it all? Not only are you stealing from others, but you're stealing the accomplishment and the satisfaction of it. I encourage you, not just as a creator, but as a human, to apply yourself to whatever you want to do in your life. You're going to be bad at it. Really, really bad. And that's kind of the point. You do not get there immediately. And you can make these small jumps here and there, and sometimes you make a big leap and you'll be proud of yourself, only to fall and crash. But that's the point. You will fail again, and that's fine. You'll just get up again and apply yourself once more. There's no shame in that. Art isn't something that is easily profitable. Very rarely do creators actually make a full-time job. So stop treating it like that. Instead, treat it what it's meant to be used for, to express, to tell a story, for thoughts and change. I have something for you. Linked below are videos that I would use personally when starting out with these programs. A lot of them are going to be free to use programs, some might have discounts or even a small fee. But it's a good starting point. There's officially no excuse to apply yourself and to learn from it. Please use it, and have fun. And remember, art made solely through artificial intelligence is just that. Artificial, lifeless, and hollow.